Hello, welcome to Human Design Wise, and Wise is waking into soul empowerment. My name is Jo Grace. I'm also a trauma psychotherapist and nervous system health coach, and my purpose, my incarnation cross in human design, is to move myself and other people to higher heights. It's around transmutation of fear for individuals and the collective, so that we can all step into embodiments of our true selves, which is what the human design offers you. It offers you this unique imprint of who you're truly meant to be, as opposed to the person you become in order to stay connected and safe, initially when you were little, and then we played out these patterns. So I'm talking about gate 10 today in this video, and we're in gate 10 transit currently as I record, which is December 20th to 25th, 2023. And this is such a powerfully beautiful gate, and for me underpins my work. The G center in which gate 10 is in is the heart part of the heart center. It's the diamond shape on the body graph. It's around self, sense of self, and sense of direction. It has all of the love gates in it. And this particular gate 10 is called the behavior of the self. This is the gate of self-love, of radical self-love. And so when we talk about radical self-love here, we're not talking about doing nice things for ourselves, which are still beautiful. This is much deeper than that. So it's not about having a long hot bath and that being it for your week. It's not about necessarily sitting in front of the TV and watching a film with wine and chocolates. That might be enjoyable, but that also might be part of behaviors that take you away from yourself. Radical self-love is about coming into the heart of you with the right support and love and community around you to understand who you really are, and to help you release the layers and layers of codependency, of limiting behaviors, of addictions, all of which were necessary behaviors to stay safe and connected in this culture. So with gate 10, it's this opportunity for us to deepen into, how do I, during this transit, how do I find this radical self-love? How do I find the compassion, the resources, the inspiration, the intuition to know what it is to be myself? And for many of us, that's really difficult. So gate 10 is one of the more complex gates because it links in with 3 other gates to create 3 separate channels. And when we look at those 3 channels together, it gives us more clues about how we can embody gate 10 more. So let's look at the link with gate 34, which comes from the sacral, and this creates the channel of exploration. So gate 34 is in the sacral, which is all about your life force energy. It's about that juicy, lit up, excited, inspired life force. And gate 34 is known as the sovereign, the power of the self. And if we think about that self-empowerment energy linking with the radical self-love, this channel offers us ideas about how do I become more empowered? Because the more empowered I become, the more I can deepen into my own self-love. It can be incredibly difficult to love ourselves if we are carrying the imprints and limiting beliefs that have arisen out of what has happened to us in our lives, plus the inherited pieces from our ancestral lines. So often by working with practical examples of self-empowerment, it can offer us opportunities to see ourselves in different ways. So if you were to tune into your sacral energy, I'm putting my hands in this womb space, this space just below the navel here, and tune into what lights me up. What lights me up is one of the biggest questions in human design. Is this lighting me up? If it's not, then how can I not do it? And when I think about what lights me up, I think about dance, I think about singing, I think about being in family, I think about sharing food, I think about taking long walks with my dog, I think about resting more. For many of us, actually, at this time in our culture, resting is one of the biggest acts of self-love we can do. But tuning into, what can I do for myself? How can I empower myself that's going to take me deeper into self-love? So that we can work with the energy of that channel of exploration. We also have a link with gate 57 in the spleen, which is all about our fears and intuition and instincts. And this creates the channel of perfected form. Now, this channel I see as being the channel that kept us alive, because gate 57 knows instinctively what to do to stay alive. So if the messages in your family system and culture were, be a good person, be pleasing for others, work really hard, don't have your feelings, keep quiet, keep out of the way, then this intuition would have taken you into those adaptations in order to stay safe and connected when you were little. So what can you do now to slow down? Again, it comes into rest and slowing down. Our nervous systems are mainly caught in a stress state. So when we slow down, we can deepen into intuition. When we rest, we can deepen intuition. And allowing this intuition to start coming through with these hits of, hang on, this isn't very good for me. This isn't very healthy for me. What could I do differently here? And then the third channel is linking gate 10 to gate 20 in the throat, which creates this channel of awakening. Awakening. You can see my whole body move forward then. And this is about expressing self-love through the throat, through this gate of now. And when we've worked with the other two channels a little bit deeper, then there's an uprising naturally to the throat of, no, hang on, this is who I am. It might take us a long time. There's a saying in human design, it takes 7 years to decondition. And, whether that's true or not, everybody's journey is completely unique. Some people can find it quicker than that, some it may be longer than that. We're all in our own unique paths. And just trusting your own journey is a key part of this. But when we find enough safety in our body in the here and now, enough support around us from healthy people, enough consistency around doing healthy, nourishing activities for us, then we're going to be able to find this awakening channel about who we are in the world. So for now, just to offer you my own deep love and hope for you all, that you can spend some time with your gate 10, even if you don't have it activated in your chart. It's always available to you. It's just about tuning into that vibration, and it's especially available during the transit that we are currently in, December 20th, 25th. And it can also be known this naturalness, gate 10, and I like to bring into my mind the idea of a happy child, a 0 to 3-year-old who's been attuned with beautifully and recognized and allowed to have feelings and allowed to be in a flow state. And that naturalness of the child, the capacity for that child just to be doing their own thing, to be playing in the mud and making little imaginative worlds, and then having their feelings of frustration or upset, and then moving back into this natural state. This is the essence of gate 10, is naturalness. It's about operating from a place in which you are truly yourself. So thank you for listening, and tune in for the next one.